Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Elijah here from Elijah Quinn Vintage Watch Restorations. Got me a little tripod for my phone so I can finally lay a watch down and talk a minute and just kind of show a few things that I think's cool about the watch, that I like about it, little features. But this particular watch here is a 1959 chronograph telemeter. They actually came in two different variations. They got this one here, which is the black dial, and it's got kind of the snail pattern design it that you can kind of see there when the light hits it. These are really cool little simple watches. These are Timex pieces, very simple, not a lot going on with them, especially these older models. And then they have this variation here, which is a cream dial. It's more cream as if it was brand new, but of course with age and sunlight, it gets kind of a patina on it. But this one here is going to need a new balance, new hairspring anyways. But this one here I finished service on last week, and I'm just going to get ready to send it off to my patron. And before I did it, I just wanted to take a minute and just kind of show you how this thing works. It's actually pretty cool. So as you can tell, it's got the linen hands and a red second hand. And right here is your stem, of course. And this little lever right here, what it does is it actually controls that second hand. So what you can do is you can actually press up on the lever, and it'll actually stop your second hand, kind of basically a hack movement. So you can actually, set your time to be exact, or you can either coordinate something if you wanted to. But you just push it up like that, and it'll hold that second hand for you. And then when you release it down, it'll start back up. And it has another feature on it where you can actually take the lever, and if you push it down, it'll swing that second hand all the way to the 12 marker to basically reset it back up to the top at 12 o'clock for you, which I think is pretty cool. So you press that down and it resets it up, and you can release it, and it'll start the second hand again. Just a really cool, simple watch. It's got a nice chrome finish on it. And these backs on these Timex units are normally all stainless steel. And when they come in, when they're brushed like this, circle finish, I pretty much leave them alone. You'll pretty much ruin that if you start messing around with trying to polish anything like that. But let me flip this thing over, and I'll show you the inside of this one and show you how it works from the inside. So these are the older vintage movements, very simple. Most of them are riveted. Some of them have 3 screws in them that you can take apart to get the parts out. Me personally, I don't get into repairs and removing wheels and whatnot. I pretty much just do a basic service on these Timex units, time and adjust them. That's pretty much all I really like getting into on these. But over here is your lever. Where my tweezers go? Excuse me. So what's really cool about this is right here is your lever right here. And when you push this up or down, this right here, these little arms right here will go up or down, and they will hit this wheel right here. So depending on what you want to do, if you wanted to stop the second hand, and you would go up on it. Or am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I think. Let's see. Yeah, sorry. Had me thrown off there for a second. I thought I had the watch upside down. But right there, it's held at 12. It's got the second hand stop. And we'll flip it back over. You can see the balance is still running. So you're still keeping time. It just stops the second hand, and allows you to coordinate. A lot of your older military pieces, they had hack movements, so that way, if you were jumping out of a plane, or if you were going to be meeting somebody at a certain spot, if you were going to attack somebody at a certain time, you could basically all sync your watches together, and worked out really good. So, but that's your hack movement, and then we'll set that back down and release that. And then if you flip it back over, I'll show you this real quick. Then and watch that bottom lever right here. Watch that lever right there. What it'll do is it'll spin that wheel around. Did you see it kick it back over? It kicked that wheel over that way. And what that does is it resets it back to 12 for you. Pretty cool, I think, you know. Again, I love these Timex. I love working on them. This one here, we just did a ultrasonic clean on the case and Caseback, and restored the crystal on it. It was in pretty rough shape, but we were able to keep it without replacing it, and you know, it come out really good. It looks brand new, and typically, as long as when I restore a crystal, I just basically look at the dimension of it, and I look at the aesthetics of it, and I just kind of see if it still has its shape, or if it needs to be replaced. And this one still looked really good. So I was hoping that we could save it, and we did, and it looks really nice. So, but that's it. You know, that's a 1959 chronometer, and glad I got this tripod. It seems to help quite a bit. I'm trying to get it better figured out with the lighting or whatnot. It's the first time I've used it. But anyways, thanks for taking a look at this piece. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.